Hi there, tech people. Welcome to another episode of the Adapters TechX. I'm Sean Worker, your host, and delighted to be able to talk about current and future trends in technology in the travel, hospitality, retail, and travel space. And, you know, this is an interesting time, and we're always supportive of our partners, our partners at Hunter Gatherer for producing and editing and doing a whole bunch of work with us. And of course, the number one podcast in America, No Vacancy Live with Glenn Hausman. Check him out. Today, I am so delighted to have Markus Feller. Markus Feller is the head of digital hospitality solutions with the SV Group. And it's a brave new world when you're starting a whole new business. Prior to that, he was head of innovation at Swisscard. So he knows the intricacies of payment models and guest journeys and all the detail and data that goes around customer acquisition and journeys. So it's really great to have him here. Just a little bit on what he's doing right now. He's leading a startup called Magic. And Magic is a state-of-the-art digital hospitality platform for superb class, best-in-class, seamless digital guest journeys. And I must say I've experienced it and it's really cool. And it's right about where it should be at this time, and also solving a lot of problems in the hospitality space, particularly in the labor category. So, and Markus, it's good to see you. Thanks for taking the time. I know you're doing multiple pitches. You're out on the road. You are like a dynamo. You're just always on the move. What's with always on the move?
Hey, thank you very much, Sean, for having me. And I think it's good to be on the move. You know, as long as it's positive, it can actually move forward. Sometimes it's a step back, but most of the time it's a step forward. I think it's great. I think we love what we do. And I'm happy to actually talk about Magic today.
Well, that's great. Well, I think we're going to broaden that out because you've got a lot of experience in digital transformation as well as in a variety of adjacent spaces to make guest journeys, right? So it's probably a big guest journey conversation. So, you know, tell us a little bit about how Magic came about and what type of problem you were trying to solve for.
Yeah, I think happy to do that. I think Magic was born out of necessity. You know, we've actually launched in the midst of the crisis a new hotel brand, Stay Kooook. Go and check it out. It's very cool on site, very cool digital experience. We basically said, hey, look, guys, I think we just going to operate 62 rooms with 2.4 FTEs. These FTEs, which are on site, they just take care about the guests. So if you're at that ambition, then you go further and says, hey, look, what you actually provide to the guest is a fully seamless experience from booking to departing. You know, if they want to do this, they can do this all on their web app with no interaction. So I think then you really talk seriously about digitization, you know, and I think to make this intuitive, that guests really love it and they actually do it, you know. Right. And I think that's how Magic was actually born. It's that very comprehensive digital hospitality platform. And then, to be honest, you know, we've built it. It runs more than 1.5 years. And then experts like yourself, they actually told us, guys, this is way too good just to keep it for yourself. Go and market it out there because other hoteliers, they have the same pains, you know. So in a nutshell, you know, it's experience for the guest, best in class experience, seamless.
You know, but at the end of the day, Markus, you know, others are doing this, right? There is guest experience journeys. What makes Magic different, fundamentally different?
So it's in a nutshell, it's very easy to explain, you know, because I think it's the experience bit. It's seamless. It doesn't break, not at all. You know, not at any stage. You know, we basically give the guests, you know, the possibility to interact with us whenever they want, how they want it. We ask the guest how they want to communicate with us, being it Facebook Messenger, being it WhatsApp. We don't care. You know, at the end of the day, what they use in private, they should use when they come to our hotel. So that's just one of it.
This is really one of these things where if you're a digital native, it's just an extension of your day. Yeah, whether you're buying something in Amazon or you're using your product, it sounds like it's user friendly.
It's a seamless.
So much out there that isn't user friendly.
It's just an easy transition, you know, from your private to your basically business or leisure world. I think that's one area, and you're fully right. A lot of people claim they do this excellent. We actually do it. We've proved it. But I think then comes the second bit. A lot of companies forget that basically you need to do the same thing for your employees. You need to do the same thing for your employees because all of a sudden you're digital. It's 24/7. You have basically people calling you or wanting support at 2 o'clock in the morning because a door doesn't work anymore. So I think what we've done, one-stop solution for our guests, a one-stop solution for our employees.
That's a really important point. As you know, one of the biggest issues that we're all facing in travel, tourism, hospitality, and retail is labor problems and labor costs, and it's coming up in investment conversations as well. So this thing that you've done, this innovation, probably to me is the biggest leap is actually focusing on the employee journey. Because what struck me about it is that the employee can learn very quickly and become productive very quickly. Like you've cut the. Now I know I'm leading the witness here, and I know I'm going to get criticism for this. So, but that's what struck me about it.
I think it's great to it's great to have fans, Sean, but I think what is really really I think what we have done is, and that's what you always heard talking to hoteliers, they said, hey, we have so many systems to deal with, and they said, okay, we actually, for the guests, we're taking care of one-stop shop solution web app. We've done the same thing for your employee. It's a one-stop solution. You can do most of your work from one stop. You learn it in 4 hours. And basically, here it goes. You don't need to go to different systems. And it's done in a very intuitive way. We work a lot with colors. And then you compare it to legacy hospitality systems. It takes you months to actually to learn that,
So
and I think
came from a different industry. You didn't even come from hospitality. Did you see this right away? That this was the problem?
Pretty much so, yes. And I look, it's basically, it's not just Markus, it's a team, and I think if you look at the team, I think it's very interesting, we have a guy in there, he comes also not from hospitality, from media, doing e-com projects in media. Then we have a guy who has been in there for 20 years in hospitality, running large projects. He knows all the new. And then me, from the financial services industry. So one of our biggest challenge also in financial services was in the call center space. They had to deal with so many applications. And I think it's not efficient. And here's the same story. That's why the way we solved it, we also didn't basically use technology coming from the hospitality space. We used tech coming from the customer service space. And I think you get that interaction and these ideas out of the box. You only get if you actually stick different people together. They challenge them each other, and then you find the best solutions, And then maybe just, Sean, to elaborate on that, it's really the experience, it's the efficiency, and then it's data. And data is huge, the way what we have done on the data side of things, it's really innovative. Also, I'm coming from the credit card space. I know what it means to deal with data.
Give me an example of when you say, hey, we've really done some amazing things with data. So I'm an owner. What do I get? I'm paying for it.
You get automated guest profiles. And you've been in the industry for a long time. I'm new to this, 2 years in the industry. But what I've learned what I learned, John, learned very, very quickly is that in each and every PMS, a new booking is a new booking.
So that's a property management system, right?
Yes. So a new book is a new booking. But hey, the way we've built Magic, and we'll come to that, we collect all the different systems. So we get transactional, we get behavior data, and we've built an asset that pulls all the stuff together. Now, to make it practical,
and this is a conversation you need to hear more about, because candidly, this is innovative, and it is giving data and insight and getting employees to get right up there and in front of a guest. And this is not an advertisement. I'm just I'm a fan of the product. It's very interesting and hopefully inspire others. So, at this point, thanks to Markus for taking the time to do this. Thanks to our friends at Hunter Gatherer and at No Vacancy. And this has been a real pleasure. Now, check us out. Again, there's going to be a long version on this where we're really going to explore these concepts and, look at the links below and look at the links on any of the outlets that our casts go out on. So thanks to everybody for listening, and we'll see you soon.